Here's your WNEM TV5 news update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Frank Turner. Here's a look at the top stories we're following for you today. 1 year ago today, the first cases of COVID-19 turning up in Michigan. Today, Michigan accounts for nearly 600,000 cases of the 29 million in the U.S. alone. Tonight, Michiganders will turn on lights in memory of lives lost to COVID-19. From 8 to 9 p.m., Governor Gretchen Whitmer asking residents to illuminate porch lights. She says lights remind us that even in the darkest times, we're in this together, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Look at the next 10 yards. Think about the next 100, but look at the next 10 so it doesn't overwhelm you. And, we've got a lot of people counting on me.
The governor signing a $2.5 billion package. The legislation includes hourly wage increases for direct care workers, funds for rental assistance, vaccine administration, testing and tracing. She vetoed more than $1 billion tied to stripping the state of its pandemic powers. Charges not being filed for the death of a man in a cannon explosion. 26-year-old Evan Silva was killed when a signal cannon exploded, sending shrapnel flying. It happened at a home in Gaines Township in February. Michigan State Police say the cannon was legal and was aimed safely toward an open field. Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton calls it a terrible tragedy, saying the victim's family insisted they didn't want to see charges brought up. Layton says there's no evidence of negligence.
It'll take us time to fully recover, but in times like this, you truly see what an amazing, resilient community we are.
Midland's mayor encouraging the community during today's State of the City address. The mayor highlighting challenges the city faces, such as tackling flood response and working with FEMA to move projects forward. The city plans to focus on economic sustainability, utilizing resources effectively, and improving quality of life for all residents through 2021. Now here's Matthew with your forecast.
Hey there, Frank. We've got a warm afternoon today, but a cloudy one too. And we are tracking some rain on the First Warn 5 Pinpoint Doppler live from MBS. Again, not all this rain is reaching the ground. There's some dry air that it has to punch through first before it can all reach the surface. But we'll keep an eye on that as we head throughout our afternoon today. Now, I'll show you on the First Warn 5 hour by hour that as we go through the afternoon, that cloud coverage will be sticking around, and that will also be the same story for the overnight as well. The cloud coverage hanging around and even a chance for some scattered showers in the early AM hours, even around that morning commute time. But then by the time we get towards lunch, we'll start to dry out for the most part, and we'll even see a nice clearing. We'll be looking at mostly sunny skies for our afternoon tomorrow, just not as warm. As for the wind gusts, it's going to be a windy day today. And as we go through our afternoon, those wind gusts are going to get up into the 30-mile-per-hour range, especially around the Tri-Cities and along I-69. By dinner, though, they will start to subside a little bit, but still wind gusts hanging around that 20-mile-per-hour mark, and then overnight wind gusts increasing again as the cold front gets closer to mid-Michigan, and we're talking those wind gusts back up into the 30s again for our overnight hours. As for the rest of the day today, though, temperatures are going to get up into the mid to upper 60s, but we do have that cloud coverage hanging around, and it is going to be breezy, but that rain will mostly be staying north and west. And then tonight, because of those clouds, we'll be getting down into the mid-50s, helping to keep a lot of that heat in from the daytime. But we'll be looking at those scattered showers, another breezy night, gusts around the 30-mile-per-hour mark. And over the next 7 days, those temperatures starting to go on the declining trend towards the weekend. But we will be looking at plenty of sun for Friday and for the weekend as well. And we can't forget that time change between Saturday and Sunday.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.